Alright, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to those elder apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone that rule and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. Alright, let's hop right into this lesson. Alright. What I had in mind was Revelation chapter 1. I was meditating, how I need to be, we got to be occupied in reading, man, because reading's a very important part, right? So you're not idle, like if you ever, because, once we're done doing our business, we have a lot of downtime, and with that downtime, we should be reading, studying, pushing forth lessons, man, because there's a saying, I forgot where I heard it from, but there's a saying, idle time is the devil's playground. So when you're not doing shit, like when you're just scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, that's where Satan could get you, man. He put bugged out thoughts in your mind. He'll make you think carnally, right? You're just looking at stuff on online, on social media, so to speak, right? There's nothing wrong with going on social media, but it can really take your attention, man, off of what's important. And what's important? This ministry, this truth, right? Repenting and learning more about our God and getting closer to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, right? Let's go. Bear with me. Okay. So this is in the King James. I wanted to read Revelation 1, and we'll get to the point. The reason I'm in this chapter, look, Revelation 1 verse 3. Revelation 1 and 3 in the KJV. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Right? It says, blessed is he that readeth. Right? Us hopeful elect that meditate on the scriptures, right, which is the Bible, the volume of the book, right? So we read about things our forefathers went through, our ancestors, right, the Israelites, and that boosts our faith and confidence, and it also helps us navigate in this current present temporal evil world, right, here in America, Babylon, and Israelites that are scattered abroad, because we're all catching hell. We're all catching hell. We're under the curses, and we're being ruled over by a wicked man, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil, right, the deceiver, whose time is short. I'm gonna go back to verse 3. It says, look, there's another good point in verse 3. Look, for the time is at hand. What time? The time of the end, right? The end times, right? We see the current state of the world, man, right? Everything's getting more and more bugged out. Everything's going digital, right? Ushering in the mark of the beast, the chip, which will be made mandatory, right? They're going to put it in your right hand or in your forehead or your dominant hand, either one, right? If you don't have a right hand, they're going to put it in your left hand. It's that simple, okay? You know what? And we might as well get that. We got to make time to do these lessons, man, because really, doing these lessons is a benefit to I'm speaking for myself, for me, because, it's helping me learn more, grow more, right, and it's keeping me occupied, We got to occupy ourselves with this truth, man. There's nothing better to do, man, than to fear the Lord and keep His commandments, right, and to do His work to the best of our ability, right, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai willing, okay? Revelation 13:16, because this is ultimately the where this current temporal evil world is heading to. Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, who? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, right? Their elites, right? The wicked banking families, right? The Rothschilds, the Gettys, the Bloombergs, the Oppenheimers, those in the shadows that you don't really hear about, but they're controlling everything. Right? They want a one world government. They want that NWO, man, where they're going to have everyone chipped like cattle. and you're they're basically going to own you completely, right? And they're going to be whoever takes that chip, the so-called white man Esau Edom, he's going to be your god, man. You know how disgusting that is, man. I'd rather die, man. I'd rather be put to death, man, than to fucking belong to this goddamn devil, man. This piece of shit, wicked bastard, man, right? You see? That's the spirit we gotta be in, man. Right? Give me deliverance. Like I like to say, give me deliverance or give me death, man. No in between. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, right? So-called white man Esau Edom, right? They're elites. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So whether you're a so-called free man, right, with a 9 to 5, or whether you're in prison, doesn't matter. Everyone's going to be forced to take this mark, man. Free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. What's that mark talking about? The micro RFID chip. That is the mark of the beast, and we are warning you all to not take it. Do not take it, right? Hey, these times we're coming into, ultimately, we're going to have faith, man, to not take that shit, man. Right? Because we're going to be, we're not going to be able to really, navigate in this wicked-ass society, which we don't want to anyway, right? But the Lord's going to provide a way for his elect. The Lord's will, we're part of that number, right? Us that refuse to take that chip, the Lord's going to find a way out of no way, man. He can... Like he did in, what was it? Exodus. He fed the Israelites with manna from heaven, man. You really, see? You got to believe that, though. The Lord has power to, there's nothing, nothing is impossible to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? As it is written, the just shall live by faith, and I'm going to get that, Lord's willing, right? To stir up your pure mind, right? You Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, to whom pertains salvation. No other nation is going to get salvation. Only the Israelites. Receive a mark, yeah, that microchip in the right hand, right, your dominant hand, or in their foreheads, right? You got Elon Musk with that Neuralink chip, brain chip. Apple even has a chip now. I think it goes in your brain as well. Right? See? Hey, we're at the end, man. Hey, the words of the Lord are faithful and true, right? As the scriptures say, Lord, I'll get that too. Just flowing. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the microchip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? 666. That's the number of this devil, so-called white man, Esau Edom, right? That 666, right? The number that the Lord told us to look out for. And that's going to identify who the wicked is. Okay? And we know who the wicked is being revealed. Every day, man, the so-called white man, Esau. And the world's starting to wake up, man, right? People are starting to wake up, man, that this goddamn devil is the sole cause of all the atrocities being done throughout the planet Earth, right? All the pollution, all the wars, all the coups d'etats, right? In various governments worldwide. It's this goddamn devil, man. Because his blessing is the sword, right? Violence, man. What was I going to get? Let's keep going, man. Let's go back. Here, I want to get this in the NLT. We'll get it in the NLT. Let's see what else it says. You know, just flowing, man. It's bringing out scriptures, man. That's what it's all about. Staying occupied in prophecy. And staying occupied in this blessed word. This is all we got. This is our heritage, man. Revelation 1 and 3 in the NLT. God, the Most High, Yahweh, the Most High blesses the one who reads the words of this prophecy to the church, and he blesses all who listen to its message and obey what it says, for the time is near. Look at that. See, we got to obey. We just read in Revelation 13:16, right? To not take. So the Lord commanded us, do not take that chip, right? Love not your life unto death. Let's get that. All right. And I said I quoted Habakkuk 2, right? This is another fire chapter. Habakkuk 2 will start at Habakkuk 2 verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Yeah, the vision. Hey, the vision's clearer and clearer day by day, man. That this current temporal evil world, this age of the so-called white man Esau Edom, it's perishing. It's passing away quickly, man. So he's gonna have no choice but to institute that mark, that chip, right? Because ultimately, what the elite banking families want, they want total control, right? Who said that? Alex Jones. He was like total control, or was it what was his name? Fuck, man, I forgot. Aaron Russo. So one of them said that. You correct me if I'm wrong. You see? Total control, man. That's what they want. For the verse 3, for the Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, it feels like it's taking forever, we're waiting on them to mandate that chip. And though it feels like it's taking forever, it will surely come. Look, though it tarry, wait for it. We got to keep waiting, standing upon our watch and blowing the trumpet in Zion, right? To our people, warning them constantly, right? That's our job. And Lord, will we do it faithfully to the end for, to serve Yahweh Shai with that we may be worthy to receive mercy, okay? Because that's our only hope. I don't know about y'all, but this is all I got. This is all I got, man. This truth, right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, so it's not gonna take much longer, man. The writing's on the wall. America Babylon's falling, man. Everything's expensive as hell, man. I went to Walmart the other day. I spent fucking I feel bad even saying it. I spent $160, man, for like fucking not even half a cart of items, man. This place is through, man. But I had to buy that stuff. It was a necessity. So, this place is through. But hey, the Wada Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord gives us our daily bread, man. He always has. He does not forsake those that call on Him and trust in Him, man. Just like our ancient forefathers, right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Reading on. This is the point. Behold, his soul, who the so-called white man Esau Edom, all of them are wicked and evil. Don't trust them. As Sirach 12 and 10 says. Never trust thine enemy, right? Behold, his soul, the so-called white man Esau the devil, the piece of shit of the earth, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. His soul is not upright in him. But the just, who's the just? You Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, right? The true Israelites, all right? Waking up in these latter days, these end days. But the just shall live by his faith. Our faith in Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, right? Because these times we're living in, we need faith, right? Faith and prayer and fasting need be, right? Because these demons are ramping up, man. We're under spiritual attack. But the Lord's not going to give us over to these demons, man. As long as we continue to pray and fast and trust in Him. Don't doubt, right? I'll end it off on this, man. About don't doubt the Lord, man. The Lord makes ways out of no way. Alright? And this is a beautiful chapter, man. Romans 14 and 22. Has thou faith? Has thou faith in Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai? Have it to thyself before the Most High. Happy is he that condemneth not himself in that thing which he alloweth. This is the point, verse 23. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. This is the point, for whatsoever is not of faith is sin. So don't doubt the Lord, man. Right? The Lord says He's going to deliver His people. He's going to deliver us. That you got to believe it, man, with all your heart, which your heart represents your mind, right? Don't doubt, man. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Okay? So, continue to believe and continue to push in this truth, man, in this faith. Don't waver, man. Pray, fast, read, study, man. Repeat, right? All balanced, of course, right? Because too much studying is weariness of the flesh. So, just do it with the godly balance. And If thou lackest in anything, pray to the Most High Yahweh, and He will grant it in righteousness, right? As long as it's something spiritual, then you're not gonna pray to the Lord, oh, give me $1 billion. Nah, and that's why I said in righteousness, things that align with the will of the Lord, right? Okay, so with that, man, Los Willis was edifying. Let's keep pushing, brothers and sisters. We're almost out of here. Hey, we can see it, man. So I want to say, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash. Double honor to those elder apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian. Kwam Yasharallah, Wa Abad Babal. Shalom.